Amazon rainforest is the world's largest rainforest. It's oftentimes called the lungs of the planet because it produces about 20% of the Earth's oxygen. This vast rainforest covers Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, and other South American countries, but the majority of the Amazon is within Brazil. The rainforest was once home to millions of Indians and indigenous tribes who did not damage the rainforest ecosystem, but colonists have destroyed these tribes for their own modern-day uses. The total area of the rainforest is about 1.6 million square miles. Since the area is so big, many species have yet to be discovered and identified. Currently, there are several million estimated, species including insects, fauna, birds, and reptiles. In just 1 hectare of the Amazon rainforest, it can contain over 750 types of trees, 1,500 species of plants, and 42,000 insects. With trees that are hundreds of feet tall, there's a big difference between the top and the bottom of the rainforest. In fact, the Amazon rainforest contains 4 different communities that vary in temperature, plant species, and animal species. From top to bottom, these 4 layers are the emergent layer, canopy, understory, and forest floor. The emergent layer is the layer where trees rise much taller than the canopy and sunlight beams down. In contrast, the forest floor has almost no sunlight. Since so many nutrients are stored in the tissues of trees and plants, the soil in the Amazon rainforest is very nutrient poor. The soil is acidic and thin because the plethora of plants and animals take up the nutrients. Whenever a plant or animal dies, decomposers are able to take in and recycle the nutrients. Unfortunately, humans have been destroying large parts of the rainforest for their own use. When too many trees are gone, there are no longer nutrients in the rainforest, leading to soil erosion and many other problems. The Amazon rainforest is home to over 60,000 plant species, 1,000 bird species, and 300 mammal species, but that number is quickly decreasing due to human impacts.
Many issues currently plague the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. Most important is the occurrence of widespread deforestation. Mainly at the faults of large landowners and corporations, deforestation transpires when the natural rainforest is replaced in favor of farmland, agriculture, mining, and cattle ranching, the leading cause of deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. Another conservation issue that contributes to deforestation in the Amazon is the timber industry, frequently cutting down trees for furniture. Sometimes, only certain types of trees in the rainforest can be used to make specific tables and chairs, making the Amazon rainforest a target. Other than cutting down trees for the trunk itself, loggers also fell trees to construct roads for the timber industry, creating the Trans-Amazonian Highway to quicken transportation. Despite attempts, efforts to slow deforestation have been largely unsuccessful. In fact, according to the Brazilian government, the rate of deforestation in the Amazon rainforest increased by 28% between August 2012 and July 2013. The issue of deforestation extends far beyond deforestation itself, however. For example, deforestation leads to such other problems as climate change, habitat loss, decreases in species diversity, and water pollution, which occurs when logging debris makes its way into streams and rivers. Most alarming, though, is the fact that 90% of expected extinctions in the Amazon rainforest have yet to occur. One specific species that has been threatened by logging, mining, and urbanization is the golden lion tamarin. This species of monkey is specific to the Brazilian Amazon rainforest. They live in swampy areas and hilltops. However, through deforestation and urban development, their habitat has been minimized. The golden lion tamarin, along with many other species in the Amazon rainforest, is currently endangered. The Amazon rainforest is vital to the health of our planet and therefore has to be protected. Despite its unfortunately bleak future, the Amazon rainforest in Brazil is becoming increasingly protected by the laws of both the United Nations and Brazil.
As the global community has recognized deforestation as a serious and urgent threat to global climate conditions, there have been multiple domestic and international efforts in order to aid in the preservation of rainforests. Unfortunately, Brazil, along with many other nations containing such valuable rainforests, are faced with dire socioeconomic standards and face political instability. The United Nations continues to develop policies to eradicate poverty in these areas through sustainable development in the previously established Millennium Goals. This will allow the prioritization of environmental preservation. By providing clean and accessible energy to native populations, fewer people in lower socioeconomic classes are having to resort to destroying forests to sustain themselves. In addition, legislation has been passed in order to regulate ecotourism within delicate ecological systems, such as that of the rainforests. Ecotourism is a form of non-commercial tourism that directly benefits local economic development. This has allowed nations to not only profit off of advertising the preservation of rainforest, but has served to protect rare native species. There have been many domestic efforts within Brazilian legislature with support from the general native population. However, recently, a central piece of environmental legislation, the Forest Code, is facing a challenge from a bill wishing to push agriculture in the north and northeast. The country's environmental minister is currently attempting to negotiate with landowners in order to avoid further devastation. Despite these minor setbacks, deforestation within the past 6 years has fallen 80%, saving an area approximately the size of France.